Body bags where horror lies.
Welcome back to Body Bags. This is week number 459. And this is a year week. And the year that was picked was 2000. Or Y2K. And the movie I chose to review is Cut. I'll be your host, Jason from Horrific Nightmares. And Cut is a 2000 film which runs approximately 82 minutes and is directed by Kimble Rendall. He was responsible for Bolt, 76 Guardians of the Tomb, and The Jesters. Now this stars Molly Ringwald as Vanessa Turnbull. She was in 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, and Office Killer. Frank Roberts as Brad. He was in a few shorts. And Kylie Minogue, yes, the singer Kylie Minogue, as Hillary Jacobs. She was in San Andreas, Holy Motors, and Blue. Now this is an Australian film, and the name of the killer in this movie is Scarman. Okay, this has a really simple story, and this has actually been done before in other movies like The Hills Run Red, and I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. A Hack, I believe, was the same type of theme. What has happened is you find out in the beginning that this movie that they're making, that's directed by Hillary Jacobs, which is Kylie Minogue, is a movie called Hot Blooded, and it's a slasher movie. And this slasher movie, the killer who actually plays the killer goes berserk and kills the director and somebody else on the set. Now, Molly Ringwald was a part of this production, and she was able to kill the killer. So now, years later, you have a new group of kids coming out of film school, and they decide they want to do a horror film. And what better way to make a name for themselves is to dig up the movie Hot Blooded, try to buy the rights, and finish this unfinished horror film. What they do find out, however, is someone tried to do this earlier and died while trying to finish this film. So this film has tragedy after tragedy going for it. So if they can finish the film, that's great, because, like I said, they'll make a name for themselves, and the film already has built-in controversy. They hire Molly Ringwald, who acts as a total diva. She's actually really good in this. She comes back to work on the film again, and again, things start happening with Scarman picking off the people one by one. That's as far as I'm going to go with the film. That's pretty much the story in a nutshell. I have always liked this movie. I consider this a very underrated slasher. This, of course, is an Australian slasher, and I had this on VHS years ago. And unfortunately, I sold my VHS collection. I ended up grabbing it on DVD, and a friend of mine was having a contest for getting a certain amount of subscribers, and he offered a bunch of Blu-rays up for the prize, and I just happened to win, and I got this Umbrella Blu-ray, which looks absolutely fantastic. Although I do believe it's region locked. Yes, it's region B locked. Which looks absolutely fantastic, and it's actually an Australian company. Umbrella is an Australian company, so very fitting that I get an Australian Blu-ray from that contains an Australian slasher movie. So yeah, Cut is something I definitely recommend. It is, like I said, it's a very underrated 2000 slasher, 2000 to, I guess, 2009, if you want to consider that period, that came after Scream. I've always really liked this one, so I definitely recommend it. Try to take a chance on this one. I don't think you'll be surprised. The only thing I will say is that the ending is hot and cold with some people. Now, I happen to like the ending and what comes out of the story, but I can see where some people might feel gypped. But in my opinion, they did something different. So I'm all about it. So I definitely recommend it. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.